Rip, I need absolute silence as I fall into character.
What?
Absolute silence.
What about?
I need absolute silence. 22 Jump Street is next.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now!
Ask me about my wiener.
Would you like to have a suckle of my zipper? Like perfect 10?
Cool beans. Cool beans.
And you never once paid for drugs. Yeah, Jamie.
We want a shrubbery.
Slippy, slappy, Swanson?
I'm a peacock! You gotta let me fly! Shitter!
But first, Rip, how are you? What's new? And what are you watching?
What am I watching? I got a couple movies for you, actually.
Nice.
Mountainhead. Have you heard of this?
I have not heard of Mountainhead.
So it's a 2025 movie on Crave or HBO Max.
What are they calling it these days?
HBO Max, HBO and Max recently separated. So.
Max?
No, it's about four tech bro billionaires held up in a mansion chalet, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
And billionaires, they're always naming shit, right? So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
named the chalet Mountainhead
Okay, that's cool.
because it's on a mountain.
Yeah.
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 Creative. Anyways,
Wow.
they're held up in this like mansion chalet against like civil unrest. So
Okay.
I mean, I guess like civil war, but like they're like, oh, that's okay. Like we're
But
in this,
skiing.
we're in this mansion skiing. Yeah, right.
That's
It's
pretty
got
funny.
Steve Carell, Jason Schwartzman, Corey Michael Smith, so the guy who played
Damn.
Chevy in
Yeah.
the new
In the new
new
Vacation.
Saturday Night,
The new Saturday Night.
and Ramy Youssef.
This is a pretty stacked cast, and I haven't heard about this movie at all.
I did not enjoy it.
I'm glad you said that, so I don't have to go watch it now.
I'm gonna zag here on my usual Simpsons comps, and I'm gonna opt for a Family Guy bit.
Right.
It insists upon itself.
Yeah, we talked about that. What did we talk about that? Like last week?
I don't know.
2 weeks ago?
Literally every time we talk, something is insisting
It
upon itself.
insists.
Again, like I try not to bash movies, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But like I'm just not gonna hide my disappointment here.
That's fair.
I'm a big fan of like Succession. This is from the creator of Succession, and like you can tell, fingerprints are all over it. But I don't think his style adapts well to like a movie.
That's interesting. I haven't seen Succession, so I can't, like, I don't know
Like-
the style you're speaking of.
So it's like think of all of the boiling like tensions you would expect from like a serious HBO Max
Right,
or
yeah,
HBO
yeah.
or Max series.
Right.
All the snappy dialogue, right? Like it just feels empty and like kind of sluggish, I guess, when you
Right.
don't have like multi episodes to flesh everything out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So instead you get like a very shallow character, a very shallow plot, and it doesn't work.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
What else am I watching? You know what? I'll put a pin in mine because I watched 21 Jump Street.
Oh, perfect. We'll bring that up later.
So let's talk about what you're watching, then we'll dive into that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I have a great part for that to slide in once we get to the movie today. What I've been watching, my partner and I checked out that sci-fi slasher Companion.
Okay.
It was pretty good. I didn't mind it. Jack Quaid, a couple other people. I should have wrote down who was in it, but I didn't. I enjoyed it though. It was like it's one of those like the AI robot becomes sentient and then goes on a killing spree to like gain her own freedom. But it's really interesting, like not a whodunit, but it's sort of like there's a mystery involved, and I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was interesting. It was new. It was original. So
Right on.
that was nice. I also rewatched Top Gun Maverick for the 11th time.
Still holds up. I
Still
would
holds up.
imagine it's still just
amazing.
as good. Yeah.
still the best movie ever.
Perfect.
It's fantastic. I think I actually like slotted it into my top 4 on Letterboxd. I was like, yeah, you know what? It's getting call up. So that was fun. And I'm officially hooked on Andor. I've been continuing season 2, and like I am all for it now. I'm like right into the show.
Right on.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good to
kind
hear.
of about that, like what you're talking about with the TV show where you got like characters building arcs over time and whatnot. I don't know. I just got like so absorbed into this. It's basically Game of Thrones, but Star Wars. It's literally what I was talking about like a couple weeks ago that I wanted, and like it already existed in Andor. And I just hadn't given it a shot yet. But yeah, it's fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
This is the second season, you said?
Yeah, second season.
How far into the second season are we? Is it wrapped up? Is it done?
Yeah, I think it's done like releasing, so I'm behind on it.
Okay.
I'm
right
catching
on.
up now.
That's kind of nice. And this ties into like Rogue One, right?
Yeah. I believe it's gonna end like right where like probably what Rogue One picks
That's
up.
pretty neat.
Yeah.
For as much shit as I give like Disney for like how they handle Marvel and everything like that's kind of cool. I get like, are they doing justice for Star Wars? Is that the common like
doing Star Wars
consensus
justice
here? Yeah.
I think it's been hit or miss across the board. It's like some people, like the Acolyte series wasn't well received, but Andor is like, it's like the top of the shows that are out for Star Wars. So it's one of those things where it's similar with Marvel. Like Marvel was hit or miss as well.
And then
right?
everybody hates the Obi-Wan series, right?
I love the Obi-Wan series. I don't know what everyone else is talking about. Give me more Ian McGregor and Hayden Christensen. Like,
I have one more Star Wars question for you. Because there's like one like head honcho guy who was like running it for Marvel, right? Was it Kevin Feige?
Yeah, Kevin Feige. Yeah.
Feige, sure.
Yeah.
Is there a Kevin for Star Wars?
So a Star Wars czar?
Is there a Star Wars Kevin?
There's Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. Believe it or not.
Oh, Favreau, really?
Yeah, Favs is
I know
like,
he did. What did he do? Mandalorian, right?
Yeah, he did Mandalorian, and it's like people are saying it's probably going to be like Kathleen Kennedy's the producer. She's like the head honcho of Star Wars, like greenlighting all the projects. And I think it's almost time for her to like step down kind of thing. So I think the search is on for who's going to be taking over. And Dave Filoni is like right up there at the top of the list because he's the guy that started Clone Wars.
Okay.
And then with the help of Jon Favreau, they did Mandalorian and all those like offshoots like Ahsoka and the Book of Boba Fett and all that sort of stuff.
Right on. I find Favreau's his whole arc is just it's so interesting to me.
It's amazing, right?
Like I don't know, man. Goes from Swingers, and then like he acts. He's doing Chef, and now he's like doing Star Wars. This guy's like he's all over the map.
This guy doesn't miss either. Like, don't forget that he started Marvel. He directed the first Iron Man, and Happy Hogan's a fucking amazing character.
I love it.
Good for him. Alrighty, let's take a quick break, and when we're back, we're talking 22 Jump Street.
A relationship is something that requires constant work.
Doc, I just feel like sometimes he's not even trying anymore.
Seriously, he's clingy, he's terrified of being by himself.
Given all these strong feelings, why don't you hold hands? He's literally reaching out for you.
He won't hold my hand. You gotta interlock it, though. If you don't interlock it, you might as well just be friends and not partners.
How you bitches like Jump Street now?
Hey.
I got a big ass raise to babysit you two fuckers again.
You going back to high school?
No, you dumb motherfucker. Your ass look like you about 50. You going to MC State.
Play on, player.
Why every time you speak, I want to throw the fuck up?
Hot plate.
Beanbag chair.
Hilarious shirt that signals we drink alcohol.
Are you two fucking around in school again? It's the same case. Do the same thing.
It's not exactly the same case, because one of us got laid last night. We're talking missionary. We're talking missionary.
Missionary?
We're talking when I'm on top and she's on her back.
Damn! Get the fuck back to work.
We need an expert to consult. I heard someone's bringing a shit ton of that stuff down to Puerto Mexico for spring break.
That's your lead, motherfucker. I know, but we don't know who it is. No, we don't know who it is. That's you. That doesn't sound anything like me.
It's not you.
Eric! Close your eyes and tell me who's talking right now.
Schmidt being a little bitch.
Look, you gotta take your...
And we're back. Let's run through today's George format. We'll cover the details of the movie, go over the cast and crew, dive deep into the movie itself, then finish off with funniest scenes, MVC, and head-to-head. Let's hit it. This movie comes out in 2014 with a budget of $50 million. Take a guess at how much it made worldwide.
This is you shouldn't be asking me this kind of stuff.
Just
Like
take a guess.
you're exposing me.
Take a guess.
Again, I shouldn't be hosting a movie podcast because I've seen like no Mel Brooks. Now we're gonna add. I have no idea how much like box office numbers work.
I just want you to say a number.
We're a team.
Any number.
We're a team.
Yeah, just say a number.
Fire Toad.
Perfect. This movie made $331 million worldwide.
See, I don't like. Is that a
That's
lot?
a lot.
I don't know.
I mean, for a comedy movie with a budget of $50 million,
Amazing.
That's like crazy. Like, good for this movie. Its reviews also across the board really high on IMDb. It's got a 7 out of 10 rating. Rotten Tomatoes, it's sitting at 84%, and on Letterboxd, it's got 3.3 star average.
That's
So
not that great.
I feel like Letterboxd is the outlier there. I think people are being snobbish on Letterboxd right now. You have 22 Jump Street in your top 4? Ugh. All right, this movie is directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. These guys have written and directed on projects like Clone High way back in the day, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, both Jump Streets, the Lego Movie, and of course the Into the Spider-Verse movies. What a run for a director duo.
I mean, it's like basically Favreau and Favreau. Like they don't miss.
Yeah, exactly. Favreau and Favreau. There's other writing credits on this movie in Michael Bacall, Oren Uziel, Rodney Rothman, and Jonah Hill gets a story by credit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I didn't
good.
know that.
Yeah, good for him. Let's talk cast. This movie's got a litany of people in it. It's a top-notch cast. We've got Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, Ice Cube, Amber Stevens-West, Wyatt Russell, Jimmy Tatro, Jillian Bell, Nick Offerman, and Peter Stormare. Like, that's a awesome cast. Like,
Yeah.
any comments on some of the more background people? We're going to talk about Jonah and Channing. Don't worry about it.
I mean, Ice Cube cast perfectly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's one of the like lower ones on the list. I mean, he's still actually. I guess you wouldn't. Would you classify him as like a supporting character? He's got main character vibes, but like,
well, that's
he's
because
not
it's
really,
Ice Cube.
Yeah, but he's not really in the movie, I guess.
He's one of those guys who's a supporting character who just like chews up scenes. Like he has great delivery, great facial expressions. He's awesome to watch.
I can't wait to see him in Kool-Aid.
Yeah. I love Peter Stormare as Ghost.
Yeah.
The drug dealer at the beginning.
Yeah.
That guy's always great when he comes in as like a villain.
He's the perfect villain.
I also just really remember him, and I'll never forget this role in Armageddon Day. Is that what that movie's called?
Armageddon Day.
Armageddon. Sorry, he plays like the Russian cosmonaut.
Yeah.
And he's all crazy.
I do want to touch on Nick Offerman.
Yeah,
Like,
the chief.
is anybody in this movie cast more perfectly than him?
No, I think Nick Offerman can be anybody who's in like a senior level of leadership.
To me, like, the whole meta-ness rides on his delivery.
Yeah. Well, it
And he
rides on
knocks it
his
out of the park.
divorce.
There's nobody else, I think, in Hollywood who could deliver these lines
Yeah.
and not make you roll your eyes at how they're doing. Like, they're marveling it.
Let's hold that thought. We're going to get there. We're going to get there.
Okay.
Before we dive into the whole movie, I want to talk about our duo. We talked about earlier in the season Pedro and Nick and how they stack up against other movie duos. Where do Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum rank for you amongst movie duos?
You know, I know you so well, and I never see any of these questions coming.
I give you the notes beforehand. This is your fault.
I'm not reading them. Let's be real. I'm not. Honestly, this is tough. Like, maybe we chalk it up to recency bias, but honestly, like, top 5 easily, maybe top 3.
I love these two together. I don't think there's a better duo. I can't think of one that I like more than these two guys.
I still think Jonah Hill and Michael Cera. Easy first round,
Yeah.
first overall pick.
Yeah, that's fair.
I love the dynamic between Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum, but I think because they both give off stupid energy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're both giving off dumb energy in this movie.
Yes.
Which is still fun, but I really like how Cera and Hill play off of each other in Superbad, because it's like obnoxious and dumb, smart and like quiet. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're getting polar opposites, and I think because of that, their dynamic works better.
Interesting.
But
yeah.
I do like dumb energy.
I think that the way at times that these two like bicker with each other, it feels like they're actual brothers. Like I love the little like there's little moments where like Channing Tatum does some crazy like athletic thing and like Jonah Hill's like, I can't do that. Like that kind of stuff.
I can't
just
parkour
works.
like you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Like,
I found really funny though, now the more I think about it, instead of listening to you respond to me, is when I'm thinking of like pairs, you know, I'm thinking like Farrell and Wahlberg.
right.
Great. Who else? Jason Segel, Paul Rudd, and I Love You Man.
Yeah.
I love them. But then it's so weird because like I always think of my favorite comedic actor, and maybe it's just because I grew up with him, being the Sandman, right?
Yeah.
But when I think of his movies and all of my favorite movies of his, you know, your Happy Gilmores, your Billy Madisons, your Big Daddies, your Waterboys, he's riding solo in
Exactly,
those,
yeah.
right? Like, Kevin James isn't moving the needle for me.
No. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's like it's just kind of like the evolution of comedy movies, right? Like they would open back in the 90s and early 2000s with just here's a huge star, right?
Yeah.
And Sandler was a huge star. He could open the movie by himself. So, but now in the 2010s, you need a couple of big names to kind of hold up the movie, right? And Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill, fucking hats off. You guys crushed it in these two movies. Just fantastic. Do more of them.
So
I don't care.
Before we move on then, let me flip it back on you. I guess you could say, you know, your Sandlers, and I mentioned Will Ferrell as well.
Yeah.
I guess the class below him would be like Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, Michael Cera. Do you think any of them could carry a movie on their own, like a comedy movie?
Yeah, well, I think that's like you're talking about like the Seth Rogen crew, right? That's like kind of after Sandler and whatnot.
Because you don't really get any of them on their own, right? Like you think of
No,
some of their
they're all
funniest movies,
ensembles.
right? Like, I mean, all of your Judd Apatow movies, This Is the End, Knocked Up, Pineapple Express, that's Rogen and Franco.
Yeah.
You don't really get them on their own. So,
That's
so
true.
do you think if somebody wrote like, you know, say a Waterboy or a Big Daddy or Billy Madison, could they do it?
I think they could. I just think they would probably rely a little bit more on the supporting cast. Like I don't think it would be people like of Kevin James ilk who are surrounding them, it's going to be people of like the Jonah Hills and Channing Tatums who have more like comedic chops. I mean, not to say that Kevin James doesn't have comedic chops, but it's just like you said, he's not moving the
King
needle.
of Queens, like I get it.
Yeah,
you know,
great. He's great. He's a great Doug Heffernan. Okay, let's jump into the movie. 22 Jump Street is, of course, part of our sequels division. Here we have a sequel that may be funnier than the original. Personally, I remember thinking that at the time when it came out, it was as funny, if not funnier. On the rewatch, I still hold that opinion that it might be better than 21 Jump Street, but I didn't watch 21 to check if that holds up. The thing is, though, nailing a sequel is hard for any movie, and it seems like it's even harder for comedies because of the way that they're sort of inherently designed. Usually the sequels for comedies that we do get are flops, and they're just sort of like make us want the original. But there's something different here for sure. I just want to ask you, like, is this movie an outlier where the sequel beats the first? I know you watched the first one. What are your thoughts on this as a sequel? Where does it stand? How did you feel?
First of all, I'm going to defend sequels. Big Daddy's Home 2, Defender over the first Daddy's Home. That's what it's called, right? The Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, it's Christmas themed too.
That's the one with Mel Gibson.
Yeah, who doesn't love the Christmas theme to
what's
it,
his
right?
face?
John Lithgow.
Yeah, John Lithgow, yeah. I mean, John Lithgow as Will Ferrell's dad is just all time.
It just works.
Yeah.
It just works. I don't mind the second Hangover either.
That's fair.
The third one is like in the shitter, but the second one, I kind of like it. Like they run it back. I get it.
Yeah.
The same thing happened. Oh my God. Except they drugged marshmallows somehow. Anyways.
You can do that?
To get back to your initial question. You kicked the can down the road after the break. I'm going to kick the can down the road again. Let's revisit this after we talk about the movie. Because I'm still kind of on the fence, and I'm wondering, like, you know, the more we talk about it, the same way we talk about Spaceballs and Vacation and how I really enjoyed that, I wonder if that'll, like, sway me one way or the other, because I'm truly on the fence. I don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know if I could give you an answer which one's better.
That's totally fair. And I'm glad you're kicking the can down the road, as you said. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's a common expression.
It is. It just took me off. God damn it. But yeah, I have some more sequels in head-to-head, so we'll cross that bridge again when we get there.
We're kicking the can across the bridge.
Yes, across the bridge.
Okay.
To me, though, it just sort of feels like that the type of movie that this is, sort of that cop procedural turned comedy movie, lends itself to better, like, second stories than most comedies do in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, there's always another investigation to do. So I feel like it might have a leg up there. We'll leave it to head-to-head for now. Let's jump into the movie. We start with a recap of the first one, which I liked because I haven't seen 21 in a while, and I meant to watch it but didn't get a chance to. It kind of plays into that whole wink and a nudge. We're doing the same thing again theme that runs throughout this movie. Rip, I'm guessing you didn't need the recap before this one because you watched the first one. How did you like that little low, like, previously on?
It's funny. Like, I definitely didn't need it, but I really liked it.
Yeah, it's fun.
and you know, normally, like, I'd give a movie shit for doing this. But it works.
Yeah.
It's funny, and like I would think it's done intentionally because it's based on a TV show, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
exactly.
the vibe I got.
That's the bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is funny. Totally worked. I also don't recall any scene of them boiling lobsters.
Neither do I. And I was like, when was this in the movie?
I don't know, but it's an absolutely hilarious bit. And then they do it later on in the movie too. What Channing Tatum and Wyatt Russell do it, and he's like, I don't really get it, man. Just cook the lobster.
Maybe that's the bit for that. Is like we didn't actually see this in the first one, so this doesn't actually make sense. Okay, let's dive in. The first 8 minutes of this movie are pretty great. We open with Schmidt and Jenko kind of getting ready to make this undercover bust. Obviously, this undercover bust goes awry, leading to a getaway chase atop a transport truck, and hilarity ensues. There's a lot to cover here, but first, Rip, let's talk. As far as opening sequences go, how does this one fare to you? Is it working as a good reintroduction to our characters? And then we'll dive into the bits after that.
It's so good. I mean, this might be the funniest scene in the movie, and we're not even like 2 minutes in, right?
It's amazing.
There's I have so many notes on this. Like, I don't even know where to start. Ghost, great cartel name.
A great cartel. Oh, what about the monster of a song that we start off with and turn down for what? While the guys are just dancing around their awesome hot ride of a car.
Next to the car, yeah. And it's hard to top the initial, was it they get the car in the first one? I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
And let me roll off the hood.
Yeah,
that's a great bit,
yeah.
right? So it's like, how do you top that? Well, I mean, this is a close second.
Yeah, it's great. We get that montage of Schmidt and Jenko dancing. I also really appreciate I didn't know we were going to be an online college. And like they're getting like tips from the professor. through these online college videos.
Yeah.
It's great. Let's talk the opening drug bus sequence. What do you have?
Mexican Wolverine.
Hey, Sleepy. It's funny. A friend in our friend group is called Sleepy.
I love that. That's so funny. I mean, you kicked off this episode with it. I need absolute silence while I fall into character. We say that on a regular basis.
It's so great. I say it to my partner all the time. Like when I don't, when I'm like busy doing something, I'm like absolute silence.
It's an 11-year-old movie, and I'm still quoting it like on a regular basis. That's the staying power is unreal.
100%. And then I mean, how big was my name's Jeff? The entirety of our like just life after this movie.
You know what else I really like? It's a like throwaway line. Where'd you get this, Gringo? The fucking Mumford & Sons concert.
The way he finishes it, the Mumford & Sons concert and shit. Oh, it's so great. So
I fucking feel attacked by that. I'm just, you know what I mean? Because in 2014, Babel, I think it was like their album that just came out. It was huge.
Yeah,
right?
you would know.
And then, yeah, I would know, right? And then they kind of went away, but now as we're recording, like they're kind of back again. Like
they're playing the summer.
My partner's going to that concert.
Yeah, it's amazing. So the guys basically get found out by the cartel, which leads to this hilarious just like pursuit chase atop of transport truck. And then you get things like Jenko gets mad because they hit the car. And he goes all super cop, and he starts parkouring up the side of the transport truck, and he's doing pull-ups onto the roof, leaving Schmidt behind. And he's just like, "Get up here!" I can't do that. The whole time he's like dragging him along. He's like, "Get up here! Get up here!" What do you have in this part?
The octopus. I mean, we can't skip over this because this is so funny.
It inked in my mouth.
I don't believe for a second though that like Ghost and Mexican Wolverine stand there as he's getting attacked by how many legs? Octopuses have so many legs.
8. Too many legs.
They
too
have
many count.
8 tentacles.
Yeah, they're not legs.
Anyway, how are they standing there letting this happen? Like I would be in stitches. I don't care how serious of a like mobster I am.
Yeah.
Like funny is funny, man.
That's true. Yeah, I would be dying too. Like you're sitting there, you're holding your 2 guns, your golden guns, because you're dealing drugs. And you're probably just keeling over, just laughing at these 2 buffoons in the fucking.
They're completely
back of the
unfazed. Okay, let's go back now to the truck. Jonah Hill's fucking dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, again, we talk about delicious dings on this podcast.
So good.
Him hitting the steel beam, the noise is so perfect. But like your rib cage is busted. Like your heart is explode. Like he's fucking dead.
He just goes, "Oh shit!" Oh. I love too because like. Jonah Hill gets caught in that cargo net, and Channing Tatum's just dragging him to the front of the thing.
Yelling at him like, "Come on!"
Yeah, come on, get up here! What are you doing? Quit fucking around!
Banging against the truck. Come on, man.
So you kind of said it. The boys get foiled when Schmidt is domed by a steel beam, causing them to sort of get wrapped around and dangle helplessly in the air. Post this failed undercover sting, we basically see the guys get thrust into their next assignment. First, there's a bit of a chat with the chief. And it's interesting because this is that meta spiel that you talked about, but it's also super funny, and it's the Nick Offerman delivery, right? The chief is essentially nodding to the audience to say basically, yeah, we know sequels are just cash grabs, but we're going to try an Austin Powers 2 this thing and run it back with new jokes. How do you feel about this?
Again, like using the success of the Jump Street program as a metaphor.
Yeah.
For the movie is just brilliant.
It's so good.
And again, like I still think you need Nick Offerman to do it because he sits there and looks into your soul with such a no nonsense attitude that like you just have to believe him, right?
Yeah.
Like whatever you say, man, like I'm in, you know?
I also love how the scene starts because you just like smash cut to them sitting at the desk and the chief goes, "Is that a hickey?" No, I got into a fight with an octopus.
Yeah, apparently they have many, many arms. They have eight tentacles, he says. So good.
We get a couple of lines like, we're doubling the budget, spending twice the money, guarantees twice the profit. The commissioner is convinced it didn't work because they weren't doing the same undercover student thing. It all makes sense.
He toes the line so well, you know, like fully aware, fully poking fun, but like not overdoing it as in saying like, do you get it? Like, do you get what we're doing? That's my Offerman, by the way.
It's really funny too, because the chief dumps the exposition of the movie, the entire theme, and he pairs that with his divorce with his wife.
Yeah.
He's like, one runs away, the other gets possessive. He's like, us, we'd never do that. That would never happen to us. From here, we move to the new 22 Jump Street to check out new headquarters and catch up with Captain Dixon, played by Ice Cube. What are you thinking here? Did you like this? Like, we're still doing meta as they get here, because you got 23 Jump Street, the condos going up. 21 Jump Street has been sold, so now they're just at 22 Jump Street. I kind of love it. How about you?
It's delivered in like the perfect amount of jest. Like, what does he say? Like, oh, it looks like he's in a giant cube of ice.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Just,
like
they know what they're doing, and like I'm eating it up.
Yeah, I'm loving it too. There's a really great bit in here too. He's like, "That's Vietnamese Jesus." What's he say? "You racist, sacrilegious sack of shit." Just a great line delivery by Ice Cube.
We get some continuity here with the nerds from the first movie.
Yeah,
I know you love this. The fucking Force script.
Yeah.
It refuses to go along with it.
Which is like, Schmidt, have some fun, man.
Just go along with it.
Like, loosen up.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy. All right.
Nerd.
The guys get their new assignment from the captain, except it's the same old assignment. Infiltrate the dealers, find the supplier. This time, they're going to college to track down where Wi-Fi, or work hard yes, play hard yes, is coming from. As far as drug names goes, how do you feel about Wi-Fi?
Great name. Also, great drug. I would have done the shit out of this if it was going around while I was in college. Adderall and like, what is it? Molly? Ecstasy, I guess, right?
Mixed together. 4 hours of insane focus followed by mad tripping.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
That is the perfect college drug. I'm not advocating for you to do drugs because this doesn't exist. But if it did,
this is the one you should do.
This is the one you should do.
Except be careful, because Cynthia died.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, disclaimer,
no
don't do
Cynthias.
drugs.
Cynthias don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I also just love that Wi-Fi is just like a name that they set up for a joke later on.
Yeah.
It's so great. Let's go to college. Schmidt and Jenko arrive on campus, and we kind of see an aspect of college that we talked about before, that move-in day. I personally kind of feel like this is a more accurate college depiction of my experiences when I was living on res than we got in American Pie 2. How about you? What were you thinking about this?
Well, the timeline's definitely closer, right? Like, we're in 2014.
Right.
So I think this is like our last year of undergrad?
Probably, something
Whereas
like that.
American Pie 2, I think we're not even in high school.
True.
But yeah, I mean, before we take a stroll down, nostalgia lane, I'm curious if your head follows suit here. The more I think about it, the more I'd have actually loved to have gotten like a revamped version of 21 Jump Street at college with these two like as the leads solving dumbass like campus crimes.
You're talking like a
TV
series?
show, yeah.
That would be sick.
Because like, I mean, you kind of alluded to it earlier. Like, it just makes sense that you can keep doing sequels because you just keep busting crimes, right? So like whether they're, and I want stupid crimes. Like I don't want like, busting frats for hazing and stuff like that. No serious stuff like that, right? I'm talking
let's
like
keep it loose.
Yeah,
let's keep it drug related.
Loose, like I'm talking like stealing like the opposing college's like mascot.
Yeah. Who took the
like,
pig?
Yeah. Hello, that sounded like a pig falling down. I got my Simpsons bit in.
There you go.
Like a fake ID scandal, like stupid shit like that, right?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I don't know. What do you think?
I totally agree with that. I would have, if Netflix was like, hey, we're redoing 22 Jump Street. It's Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill, and they look even older now. We're gonna wet hot American summer this.
I knew you were gonna like. That's yours. That's your Simpsons.
Not really. It's like a one thing.
I swear you've said it a few times.
It comes up quite often. It's a great gag. I love it. Older people playing high school kids. It's funny. Okay. This sequence is really just about setting up the investigation. So we meet a lot of people and move around campus quite quickly. We've got the setting up the dorm and meeting the neighbor twins. Schmidt and Jenko go to their first classes, and ultimately we end up at improv night. But let's start in the dorm room. What do you got here?
Hey, bro. There's already cum on the bed.
That was my first note too. Just to random people in the hall. Hey, bro, we already got cum on the bed.
This honestly makes me nostalgic for college. Not the come on the bed, like just this whole like
the montage of like assorted items they brought.
It's so good, right? The laundry hamper, the bed sheets that they're never gonna wash.
Yeah. Did you have like a cliche item you brought to college?
Actually, I had multiple.
Okay.
I had a beanbag chair.
Nice.
I went out of my way to get like a lava lamp. I don't even think those were cool anymore.
Lava lamps are always cool. A very big fire hazard though.
Before we dive in and before you tell me what you got, though, I want to take a beat.
Yep.
These twins, they're neighbors. So good, right? Because this is important, too, like who's on your floor. Because like this is who you really bond with your first year of college.
Yeah, for sure.
And they get the Yang twins. And the Yang twins, they crush.
Keith and Kenny Lucas are playing the twins.
Huge shout out to them.
Yeah, they're fantastic. I love the like. Oh shit! Did we just say the same thing? Are we still saying the same thing? Oh, Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
So Schmidt and Janko try to do this.
Yeah.
They don't get a single one. Do you think we could get one?
Probably not.
Do you want to try?
Oh, let's try it right now.
Okay, you ready?
Are you going to count me down?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Batman.
College. Football. Burrito.
I'm trying to just say the same thing as you after. I said Batman and we got it wrong. Burrito.
Microphone. Chair. Water. Table. Twins.
Laptop. Recording equipment.
It's so good. Okay, tell me what you brought to college.
I don't remember, but I talked about the TV that I brought before. What was something like cliche that I brought? Definitely, I had like a bunch of comforters, and I think I only ever used one. The rest just like sat in a closet somewhere.
Were you a big poster guy?
I think I brought a poster of like probably Star Wars.
Lamborghini.
Yeah, I brought 2 Lamborghini posters and fist bumped myself.
I'm gonna veto that Lamborghini poster. It's a tad childish.
Do you have anything else in the dorm room before we jump to classes?
No, let's jump to classes because I can't wait to hear your Tracy Morgan impression.
I fucking hate that. That's a you thing, man. I just love in the classes that the one kid that Schmidt talks to just calls him out as a fucking narc right away.
It's so good.
It's
right?
amazing.
Well, I mean, the way he talks to him is the most like, hello, fellow kid.
Yeah.
Work hard, play hard, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can think of this like, what's this guy's deal?
What's going on with this guy? See, my second note was, I know you're going to bring a Tracy Morgan impression, but you kind of already beat me to the punch. So how about you do it?
I'm not
I don't even remember what he says.
Y'all like Tracy Morgan?
That's it. We're also kind of catching our first look at some new characters. Patton Oswalt as a prof, Wyatt Russell as Zook, and Jimmy Tatro as Rooster. We don't really meet them yet, but they're in the background of Jenko's class. And then Jenko just saying Fiato when the prof wants him just to say any word. Not a word, but I'll accept it.
This is first time I've seen Patton Oswalt in a while.
Yeah.
And he's pretty good. He does a good job, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
not really, like, this is the only scene he's in, I think.
Yeah,
right?
he's in here for a cameo, and that's it.
He dials it up, though.
Yeah, he's
you know,
great.
He's going off about having tenure. You know, I can sleep with my TAs. I am her and her. Like, I can do whatever I want.
Seriously, text me back. I wish the audience could see you sticking your finger in your mouth to make that noise.
What do you mean? It was the sound effects board.
Yeah. Okay. Improv night. This might be one of the funniest scenes of the entire movie right here.
Improv in a movie, I mean, like,
from the get-go.
You know what's going to happen, and I laugh every single time.
So I remember when I first saw this movie, I did not think Jonah Hill's bit was going to happen. I did not see that coming, and it was amazing. But what I love, and this is just a classic, you have the improv troupe up on stage asking the audience for call-outs. They're like, I'm so hungry, I wish I had
a tampon.
I need something to feed my
boner.
Okay, let's just play the game.
It's again, like, you know it's coming, and I get so excited because they follow 2 jokes, right?
Yeah.
It's boners and dicks.
Yeah.
Or it's something disgusting like a tampon.
Yeah.
And I know it's coming. I'm still gonna laugh every single time.
I love when later on Channing, like he sees that, he's like, oh, you're the improv guy.
Yeah, he goes back to them.
Oh, you're the guy with the terrible suggestions. He's like, yeah.
He pitches them stand up. Why don't you guys like write down jokes and then do that? And the guy's just like so casual. He's like, yeah, that exists. That's called stand up comedy.
Yeah, and he's just like, yeah, you guys should do that.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because it's funny.
Let's talk about the slam poetry.
I kind of want to I'm going to play the clip and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
This is a work in progress. So, slam poetry, yelling, angry, waving my hands a lot, specific point of view on things. Cynthia, Jesus died for our Cynthias. Jesus cried, runaway bride. Julia Roberts, Julia Rob hurts. Cynthia, Cynthia, you're dead. are dead. Bop, boop, beep, bop, bop, boop, bop. You're dead. That's for Cynthia. Who's dead.
Okay, what do you got? Let's talk.
Again, like I ask this every single episode. Do you think this was improv? They cut over to Channing Tatum, and he's genuinely laughing.
Yeah, he's dying.
Which makes me think like either he just knocked it out of the park, he being Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Or this is like completely improv.
I think there's a version of it written for sure. I think a lot of it is probably workshopped on the day.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like this is one of those scenes where Cynthia is dead. Like
there's one motion and he's like, okay, don't say dead anymore, man. You've said it too many times.
There's just so much great stuff happening here. What's one of your favorite lines from the slam?
Jesus died for our Cynthias. I think it's a poetic masterpiece.
It's so gold.
Put that on a t-shirt, I would wear it.
Yep, me too. Just with Jonah Hill's face holding a mic.
Beep boop beep beep.
Where did the robot noises come from? I love it. Oh my god, so good. Okay. Unfortunately, we do have to move on. We're going to prison. There's a bit of a sidebar. The guys are struggling with the case, so before they make any sort of break in it, they decide we need to talk to somebody from the other side. So they go to see their old gym teacher, Mr. Walters, played by Rob Riggle, and Eric, played by Dave Franco, to get some tips on how to find the dealer. I love that this scene is kind of like showing how bad at being cops they are, because like they have to go to the guys they busted by accident before, kind of thing. But I also just love that it's 3 to 5 minutes of amazing, funny bits. Like it's so good. How did you feel about them bringing back Rob Riggle and Dave Franco, and what had you laughing in the scene?
I mean, I'm so happy they did, because like this is such a funny way to progress the plot, because they do need like that hint, right?
Exactly.
I'm a little disappointed in one thing, and this is one of my favorite tropes in an action movie, where the main character has to go get somebody out of prison to help solve a case.
Yeah.
As if like everybody in the police force is so inept that like obviously they need a criminal. Only the criminal, who is usually like Gerard Butler, can do it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm a little sad we didn't get Rob Riggle like tagging along on. I mean, then you get 3 of them, right? Which I guess is kind of hard to juggle, but that would have been fun. Hilarious, right?
Yeah, that would have been fun.
That all said, these are my favorite roles of his. Like I think 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street, favorite Rob Riggle role. He's just so dialed in here. Dave Franco is like, he's not really even doing anything.
But I love it.
And it doesn't matter. Like Riggle is still playing off of him, like just taking clappers from the slot. It's so good.
I'm Eric's bitch. No, you're not. He's like, just so over it.
His eyes aren't even open for this scene.
He's just leaning against the bars. I was supposed to go to Berkeley.
That's Schmidt being a little bitch.
Eric, close your eyes. Who do I sound like?
That's Schmidt being a little bitch.
All right. Mr. Walters gives them the break they need. Find the tattoo, which honestly, just look at the picture. That should have been your first fucking clue, guys. I think they're just too stoked to go to college to even do some investigation. So this leads them to a tattoo shop, which then leads them to the football players. In this next sequence, we start to cover the tension that kind of grows between Schmidt and Jenko. It's kind of the same in the last movie. They just kind of swap roles in this one. Now Schmidt's the odd man out, with Jenko being Mr. Popular. But let's start with walk-on day at the football field, where we meet Rooster and Zook for real. We got to talk meet cute. How amazing is this bit?
It's funny to me. This is where you want to start, because personally, I think Rooster, like Jimmy Tatro,
yeah,
a million times better in this movie than Wyatt Russell. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this whole scene starts with him just like leveling.
Yeah, he like
kid,
lays
right?
out a kid.
He just lays out a kid, and he's just like, "You like that, you little walk-on bitch?"
Yeah, I love walk-on day. If anyone out there hasn't seen American Vandal, do yourself a favor, watch it.
Oh
He's
my god,
fantastic
it's so good. We'll have to cover that in like reruns or something one day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Much like the Yangs, though, like he doesn't get a ton of time in this movie, but every scene he's in, I'm absolutely howling.
I like the dynamic between Wyatt Russell and Channing Tatum here, because this meet cute bit is just, it's amazing. Like we're Jonah Hill in this situation, just rolling our eyes at like these two buffoons, but the way he's like, "Oh, sorry, man, I got my Q-tip in your meat." Nah, I got my meat in your Q.
Bumping heads, 2-3 times. Hey, me and this guy are having a meet cute.
It's like, I love, because again, this is another one of those super literal jokes, like, and it works so well. Like, how do you come up with this? Like, oh, what if we just made a meet cute like sandwich and it's the meet cute? Like, I don't get it. Like, how do you land here?
I don't know, man. Like, it's so good. And honestly, like, while we're talking supporting cast, because Wyatt Russell's really good. Again, Jimmy Tatro's so good. How about H. John Benjamin?
Yeah, as the football coach, I was going to call that out a little later, but I mean, he's got one of those iconic voices. As soon as you hear it, like, oh, H. John's in this.
Do you want me to save the line for later?
Did it happen in this scene?
No.
Okay, yeah, save the line for later.
Okay,
yeah, because
okay.
I have it written down too. Basically, after this whole meet cute situation happens, Zook invites them both to the frat house, which is a great opportunity for the guys to continue their investigation. How does this frat house compare to the one we saw in Neighbors last season? What moments stand out to you here?
I think they're pretty similar. No?
Yeah, I think so.
I think the real question though, Chaps, is I'm gonna flip this on you.
You love it. Uno reverse.
Which frat would you rather rush? Wyatt Russell and Jimmy Tatro? Is it Tatro or Tatro?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Or Dave Franco and Zac Efron?
Dave Franco and Zac Efron.
Really?
I think so. Because, like, I don't, like, Wyatt Russell's fine, but I think hanging out with Dave Franco and Zac Efron is going to be more my speed.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I think I would go the other way, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think that, though?
It just seems more like my speed. Like, I feel like...
You took my answer.
It's more, like, sporty. Like, I kind of like
fair.
that, right?
Yeah.
Like, again, I didn't play college football, but, like, I enjoy sports, and I like being around that.
Hey, man, are we going to do anything else except work out all day? It's like, no. Like...
Also, I don't know. I kind of got the impression, like, they're at least attending class. And again, like, call me a nerd, but, like, I went to class when I was in college.
I'm going to play the Simpsons bit here.
Whereas I don't think, Zac Efron, he had, I don't know, low 2s GPA. Didn't know what AT&T was.
But Dave Franco did go to class.
He did.
Yeah.
And he got shit for it.
Well, I mean, everyone's going to get shit for going to class every once in a while, right? I love, though, once we get into this house, like, they kind of split up to tackle separate areas. And Schmidt's interaction with Rooster trying to find his tattoo might be one of my favorite parts of the movie. He goes in for the handshake and tries to roll up his sleeve, and they start like getting mad at each other. He's like, "No, you're being weird. You've been weird."
Hey man, what's up? You got any ink? That's a weird question.
Yeah, that's a weird way to start a conversation. Then when they're outside, and Wyatt Russell just like suggests, "Let's go check out the roof." And James is like, yeah, for sure. And just parkours his way up the column. Like, who does that?
I actually think this was one of the more like relatable things in a movie. Like, guys like climbing shit.
It's funny because he even says this, like, oh man, I miss climbing stuff.
See?
It's true.
I didn't even catch that line, but it's true. I love climbing stuff.
Climbing stuff is a lot of fun. You should go to the climbing gym.
That's different. Like, you're meant to climb there.
True, yeah. You want to just go climb a tree.
I'm talking about like when there's a pylon on the street and you're like, oh, I bet you I can jump over that. And then you're actually able to jump over it.
Or a sandwich board.
Or a sandwich board. Yeah,
perfect. I also just love like Jonah Hill runs at the column and like jumps, gets nowhere close.
I like that he attempted it.
And James was just like, one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
I don't know parkour.
The puka shells. How can we skip over the pukas?
I forgot about the puka shells.
Sick pukas.
I love like Jonah Hill in every one of these situations. Just like for real, like seriously.
2014 pukas aren't in.
No, they're not. They're not in at all. They haven't been in for quite a while, I think, at this point. Now we start to sort of like see that tension. Schmidt feeling out of place leaves, and then he meets an art major named Maya, and we sort of start jumping back and forth between the two party. Like there's the party and the art people group hanging out. First, before we talk about like the bits and whatnot, seems like a complete miss from the captain to not mention that his daughter goes to the same school. Like Jonah Hill brings it up later, but like right here, I'm like, I remember that it's the captain's daughter. It's like, why? This seems like something should have been in like the dossier of the of the investigation. Like, be aware, maybe try to avoid this person.
Yeah, Wi-Fi dossier. My daughter.
Yeah.
I get it, but also like, there's how many kids on campus? Like, what are the odds, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
But actually, I don't. See, I go back and forth because now like they're freshmen too, right? So chances are they probably are like running into each other eventually.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm back in on the dossier.
I just also love saying dossier. What about drunk on the football field? When you finally see Rooster's tattoo. Do you remember what it is?
It's the red hair.
Yeah. Again, it's another one of those super literal jokes that just works.
I actually think all the tattoos in this are sick. I think the bazooka.
Oh, the bazooka tattoo is amazing.
That's so cool.
Like, especially if you're a football player and a quarterback who has an arm, like.
And they keep doing.
It's awesome.
They keep doing tattoos that like move when you flex, which I love even more. Like the whole purpose of the fish is like, oh, look, it's swimming upstream or downstream. I guess I'm not really familiar with herrings, but yeah, the bazooka, and he stretches his arm out, and it's like,
yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Did you notice one of the kids that Jonah Hill hangs out with is Ass Juice from Neighbors?
I did not.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Ass Juice.
Ass Juice making his rounds at college.
Ass Juice.
Here we also find that Jenko has decided to join the football team, which honestly seems like you're a cop. You probably shouldn't do that, but it's hilarious that you do. And then we get the morning after where like Schmidt has hooked up with Maya and her roommate's there, and she just eviscerates Schmidt. Just like, you've got crow's feet. You look 30. Like, it's so good.
It's funny because all of the old jokes are funny, but what's funnier to me is her just being like, you're like the loudest climaxer ever.
Yeah. She just like tears into him. It's so good.
It's like a 30-year-old sprinkler going off for the first time.
Then we see Doug doing the walk of shame. Do you have anything else to add here before we move on?
Are we doing football next or?
Yeah, let's do football.
Okay, let's do football. This is what I'm most excited for, this whole movie. We have another football scene. Let's throw Wyatt Russell into the mix. Cage, Stifler, Wyatt Russell, who's throwing a football further?
I think Wyatt Russell.
You think so?
Yeah, I believe him. He's got a bit of a Sunshine vibes from Remember
Oh,
Titans.
okay.
For me,
Okay.
it's the long hair, right?
Okay.
So, and I mean, he's also got a tattoo, and
He's got a tattoo.
and like his character has thrown the ball better than we've never
Has
even
he?
seen.
We haven't even seen him launch the ball, really.
At this part, yeah, we saw him in practice.
Yeah, but I mean, like, come on, you're trying to. That's all camera.
A better throw than Stifler's.
I don't know, because I kind of think
Stifler's shot puts the football.
I'm kind of leaning Sean William Scott.
I disagree. All right. After their first big night on campus, the guys kind of present their findings to Captain, which basically amount to nothing at this point in time. But the Captain does give Schmidt some daps for hooking up the night before. Schmidt says, "Don't wake up my dick. He flew in on the red eye and hasn't gotten a wink of sleep."
That's good.
So great. Then we move into a classic trope that I've just honestly just come to love. It's the good old-fashioned race against the clock before the drugs kick in.
Yeah.
So this is the accidental Wi-Fi. We find Schmidt and Jenko the next day discussing the case and eating Rice Krispie Squares. Turns out the twins laced them with Wi-Fi because obviously, why wouldn't you? Now they're going to have 4 hours of insane focus before they absolutely trip balls. So the guys set off to wiretap the frat house before the drugs kick in. I love it as a trope. How are you feeling about this sequence, Ripp?
You're going to hate me, but I actually find this to be the most disappointing part of the movie.
That's fair.
There's some funny for sure, but like especially comparing it to the first one where Rob Riggle's face is like melting. Schmidt is like using the baton as his dick in the 4x1.
Yeah.
You know, organized sports were so
Put
fascist.
your tongue back in your mouth.
I felt like this kind of fell like flat comparatively, you know?
That's totally fair. I think this might have been one of those ones where they're like, you know what, we've done this before. Maybe we don't need to do too much of it. So that's why they paired it with sort of the hazing ritual afterwards.
I get it, but like also why, I don't know. The side effects of being like laser focused, like that's funny. And you know, you can see Channing Tatum, like he's drilling what? Like
100 holes?
Like 100 holes, but like nothing's happening to Schmidt, you know? It's like they almost forgot he was also on drugs.
That's fair.
Like what's he, I mean, we get a funny scene of him putting the helmet on and then like
yeah, when they use the grappling hook
to
get to the roof,
but that has nothing to do with the drugs. Like
that's
just
fair. Yeah,
he can't do parkour, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I kind of wanted more because I feel like Jonah Hill on Adderall would be really funny.
I totally didn't notice that at the time, but now that you mention it, yeah, it makes sense that they didn't really utilize him because when Channing Tatum's drilling the holes, Jonah Hill's basically just like stop. I'm trying to. I'm out of cameras. I said it 5 times.
Yeah, it's like he just didn't get hit, and then I mean we get like I want to stress like the trip is fun. The trip part of it is fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like them being laser focused in, I wanted more. But you know, one side's ass and titties, one side is Creed. Like that's funny to me.
Yeah,
and they use it to progress like the dynamic too, right? Like we get like a showcase of what's happening.
It's literally a visualization of them
exactly.
drifting apart, right? There's one thing I did want to mention though before we move into the tripping and the hazing stuff. At one point, they knock over a mannequin,
Okay.
And the mannequin falls to the ground and you get a really great shot of just the floor. And there's like 100 blinking red lights. And I just love that as like a little visual
It's a
nod.
good visual
Like,
gag,
it's fun to me, that little thing. Next, we've kind of talked about the Wi-Fi kicking in portion. But while this is happening, Schmidt and Janko are kidnapped to pledge for the frat. What we get next is basically a drinking decathlon. Talk to me, Rip. What did you have written down here? I kind of figured you'd have a lot.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, this is really funny, but it just kind of, like, negates the whole them being on Wi-Fi, right? Because in the first one, you know, they take the drugs, and, again, you know, they're tripping in band practice.
Yeah.
They're tripping, like, in organized sports, like... He comes in and he does the audition for Peter Pan, right? Yeah, but in this, it's like, that doesn't even happen. Now we just go and they just start pounding beers for like hours on end.
That's true.
So again, like a little disappointed,
Fair
but
enough.
still really funny. I mean, I have to think this is exactly what would happen in real life, right? Like Channing Tatum's like opening bottles with his like dick.
Yeah.
And Jonah Hill's going head first and
Into
with the high
stack of
jump.
cans.
Yeah.
There's also the like the chugging out of like just a bucket of beer, which seems disgusting.
Which was what, 100 seconds or something?
Yeah,
like
he did
that?
it for an absurd amount of time.
No.
What I do like though is that this leads to a really funny conversation after all of this, where we hit that breaking point for Schmidt and Janko, where they decide to investigate other people. Where they sort of break up. I love the sort of innuendos that we're getting here. Is like, let's investigate other people. Oh, so you want an open investigation? Sow our cop oats a little. All right, post Wi-Fi trip, Schmidt and Janko have a bit of separate days. Janko's on the football field. Schmidt's attending parent day. Quick shout out. You've got the line here. Let's hit it.
I wish I could do his voice. I can't.
Yeah, the H. John Benjamin.
Yeah. Nobody tell...
Yeah, that's a good start.
Nobody tell Janko's good. He will leave and find a better team.
Yeah. Let me try. Nobody told McQuaid he's good. He'll leave the shitty program.
That was really good. Yeah, that was a really good one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've said that how many times on the soccer field? Like, it's so apt.
Nobody tell him he's good. Let's talk Parents' Day. This is fucking gold to me. I love it. As it turns out, Maya's dad is none other than Captain Dixon. Where do you want to start with this part? Just...
man, I don't even know. Like,
Ice Cube's face just kind of says it all.
Him palming the green beans, like it's all so good.
You're gonna give me 2 green beans? How are your classes going, Doug?
What's up, Doug? I'm gonna kill you, Doug.
Crazy, all these parents and students and potential witnesses here. Ice Cube at the buffet when he just starts to lose it. Oh, it's so great.
Quality omelet bar. Is Parents' Day in college a thing? I'm gonna say no, but
we never had a Parents' Day in college that I remember.
The U.S. is also weird. Like, I could see them doing.
They also have like
a
100,000 schools, so like they all probably have different rituals and routines.
Parents' Day for like a bunch of 18, 19-year-olds. Like, it just why?
Yeah, it does. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know. Also, would you tell your parents? Like, I probably not.
Yeah, I don't want them coming out there.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is brilliant.
Yeah,
like,
the scene's amazing.
Even if it's just made up for this gag. Again, give me more Ice Cube, right?
Ice Cube's been fantastic throughout this whole movie.
I love, sorry, before you move on, the kick.
Which
where
kick?
He just hoofs
the
omelet bar.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's amazing.
Guess what? He's black. And guess what? He's angry.
Jonah Hill. So was that Queen Latifah as Maya's mom?
Yeah.
She said nothing.
Why bother?
Yeah, right?
But I mean, sure.
I mean, the movie's already 2 hours, so maybe they had more lines for her, but...
Pleasant surprise.
Yeah, pleasant surprise. Nice seeing her. Haven't seen her in something in ages. After this, Schmidt and Maya kind of have their, like, talk all night thing while Janko and Zook make a tape for D1 recruiters. Do you want to add another star swipe?
That's so funny.
So
also,
great.
I remember these tapes. Like, I don't remember them in college, but I remember they were a huge thing in like grade 12 as you're applying, I guess, to colleges. You're making all these stupid tapes, and you get the audio visual kid to do it, and it's got to be a ton of star swipes. Like, I feel like
when you first find out what effects are, you use them all.
One of either Lord or Miller like had to have been a sports guy, because this is like too on the nose.
Yeah, it's perfect. What are some of the gags in the bit, like in the video itself? They have a really funny sign. I can't remember what it says. Oh man, I should have wrote that down. We also get more of Maya's roommate, where she's like, "I'm pretty close with my grandpa too." Just like more old jokes.
Yeah, Jillian Bell's so good.
Oh, she's great in it. we end this sort of sequence on Schmidt and Jenko going to therapy. We're here, and they get a bit of a breakthrough in the case because the therapist says something about embedding, and they start to say, oh, we've been looking at the case all wrong.
Yeah.
They think now Cynthia is the dealer, which leads to another check-in with Captain Dixon. I don't know. For me, this might be one of my favorite scenes. Jenko and Schmidt go to the captain to relay their new breakthrough. Captain's just there holding his gun. Schmidt's putting on a Kevlar vest, and Jenko has absolutely no idea what's going on until he turns around the picture of his daughter. Then it hits him. Let's talk. What do you like here?
I mean, one take, right? Like, this is one take.
This is one take.
Shit.
Oh shit.
They let Channing Tatum run loose here.
Oh, they did. Just he literally is running loose. Maybe we'll put in a little clip of what he's saying. It's so great. Ice Cube the whole time just staring down. What does he say? Every time he says that, that's another foot in your ass.
The small beat we get, though, like the hold on his face as his dumb brain pieces together what happened.
Yeah. And
like,
then the music, too, where it's got that little bit of like build up. It's
yeah.
like, it finally hits. He's like, oh, shit.
The delivery, the execution, it's flawless.
I like my headcanon is that they didn't tell Channing Tatum this so they could get a genuine reaction out of him.
He just didn't notice that his script was missing like 17 pages.
Yeah. There's one bit that happens here that I wish they played out a little bit longer, and it's Jenko at one point says, I have an idea. And we cut to them tasering Jonah Hill in the nuts.
I think it's funnier, just a quick cutaway.
I wanted just like maybe 1 or 2 more seconds of, because Jonah Hill's got a great scream.
Yeah.
So I wanted like 1 or 2 more seconds of that before the cutaway, but I do appreciate that they just hit it and got out.
Yeah. You know what? That's fair. It's true. He does have a good scream.
Yeah,
accepted. Good scream.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. After all of Jenko's fun, Captain drops that the guys now need to continue the investigation with no budget. And we get one of my favorite quotes of the movie here. What are you talking about, Captain? I thought we had Cate Blanchett.
It's so good. Again, I think we still say this one as well. I love it.
I feel like this is one of those lines that it doesn't even need to be in context for me. Like the line doesn't need to make sense about what's happening. I'll just say it because it's funny.
We have Cate Blanchett.
You mean carte blanche.
To follow up that banger of a lap around the office.
Yeah.
With we have Cate Blanchett. Like this might be the funniest 2 minutes in the movie, right?
It's so good. My favorite line for sure is, I thought we had Cate Blanchett. Now, with no resources, the guys turn to the only thing that they can do, the police work. And immediately they tamper with a crime scene, which I found really funny. They discover that the supplier has been getting Wi-Fi to the dealers by using books in the library. And Jenko's got some thoughts about that. Doesn't understand why anyone uses that place. So Jenko and Schmidt kind of have to split up here. Jenko's got a football game. Obviously, he can't miss that because he's getting recruited. And Schmidt goes and discovers Ghost, from the very beginning of the movie, is involved with the Wi-Fi dealing. From here, things kind of get a little bit crazy. So let's kind of talk through it from the beginning. There's a really funny line when we first go to the football match, and it's from the announcer. I don't know if you were listening to the announcers, but they had a couple of like low-key lines. It's like, these guys are like 2 peas in a pod, but instead of little green balls, they are human football players.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
They're trying to do their best like Cotton McKnight.
Exactly, yeah. 100%. Then Jenko ends up back at the library with Schmidt in full football uniform, and the dealers find them. Oh, sorry, you're interrupting a really stellar blowjob. Do you have anything else here in this part where they're kind of having a showdown with the dealers?
Yeah, Jenko's knowledge bombs, like from his freshman human sexuality classes.
It's 2014. You can't say that anymore.
It's such a fun running gag.
He took one human sexuality course.
You do the Jonah Hill face really well. Old plain face over here.
Old plain face. I really love to. He's like, I'm your best. Oh, fuck. I'm your worst nightmare.
Yeah, I'm your best. I'm your worst.
So great.
It doesn't matter that the library is pitch black and that the stacks are like endless. This scene is hilarious.
Yeah, I love it. It's so good. Did you have anything else in this part before we jump into the chase sequence?
He gives him a really good headbutt, and I think it's like the second or third headbutt we get from him in this movie.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, you want me to use my head? Okay." That would put anybody down for the count, right? Like,
I mean, I don't know. I feel like if I were to headbutt somebody, I would get more hurt.
Yeah,
but his looked really good. Looked good on screen.
It did, really did. So now, basically, the bad guys are chasing Jenko and Schmidt across campus, and we get another really. I love this running gag of, why are you doing it? Why are you taking the stairs? Go this way. It's faster. And Jenko's just like parkouring down there. He's like, no, stop yelling at me. You're distracting me. As if running downstairs is super hard. It can be if you're going fast.
But like also, Channing Tatum made that look kind of easy. Like, think about it. He's just dropping down a level and then catching himself, right?
That seems really hard. That seems super. I mean, he's also probably got so many cables and whatnot strapped to him, and it's definitely a stunt guy doing that.
In cleats, no. But like maybe barefoot, maybe in like the proper running shoe. I don't know.
All right, let's talk chase across campus. The guys end up stealing a football helmet-shaped golf cart. Meanwhile, the bad guys are in a Hummer, obviously. What did you have here in this sequence? There's a lot of stuff going on. Let's talk.
Are Hummers back?
In 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like even in 2014 they were out now.
What does what was Dave Franco say in the first one? We try to ride our bikes when we can, better for the environment and all.
Run on like egg rolls or something? Yeah, I don't know.
Vegetable juice. Vegetable oil. Vegetable juice.
I mean, it's so good. We can't spend any more money.
Which way? Whatever way's cheaper. Why didn't you pick the parking lot, not the sculpture garden?
We get such a good little overhead view of the robotics lab. Yeah. I love that.
Who knew there'd be so much expensive shit in there? In the end, the guys ram the golf cart into the goalpost that comes crashing down. Schmidt ends up taking the fall for Jenko so he can live out his college football dreams. And basically, their relationship is fractured. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll knock out the ending, jump into funniest scenes, do MVC head-to-head, and wrap things up.
Hey, TFME listeners. You can find us every Wednesday on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you're enjoying the episode, don't forget to hit subscribe and drop us 5 stars. Instagram and Letterboxd links are in the episode's description.
And we're back. So we get a bit of a... It's a bit of a, not a lull, but like a bit of a quieter part of the movie here after the Schmidt and Jenko sort of break up. Schmidt goes back to being a cop. Jenko's doing his thing with Zook. The department has closed the case on Wi-Fi, falsely pinning it on the therapist. And we're sort of doing this split screen thing that shows both Jenko and Schmidt's lives at this point in time. Is there anything of note for you in these parts?
I mean, like you said, there's not a ton going on here. We sort of need this moment in the movie to progress, the plot, right?
Yeah.
But I did appreciate the callback to the first movie having Schmidt on bike patrol.
Yeah, it was really great.
Where he, what is it? He's giving the kid shit for feeding the ducks.
Yeah.
But I think this time he just whips a rock at a kid.
Yeah, he just chucks it at him. You also get Schmidt doing the classic, like, he's doing the gun flip that they were doing in the first one. He's like, hey, is your safety on?
No, is your loaded? Well, yeah. I mean, it's
it.
so fun if it's not loaded.
Eventually, this leads to them reuniting at that old park where they used to patrol, and they decide to go on one last mission for old time's sake. There's one thing that I was just curious about this park. There's like 7 American flags in the background. Is that like a normal thing for parks in America, just to have 7 of the same flag flying? Like, it's just
probably.
Like, what is that about?
I don't know. Sure.
Okay, let's talk the big finish. The last 30 minutes of this movie are all about spring break. There's a ton of ground to cover here, so I think I should just set the stage a little bit, high level the events, then we can go deep and chat our way through the climax. The boys get to Mexico and immediately hit the ground running, searching for the dealers. They track one down to a bar where we find out that Mercedes was the dealer/supplier's daughter all along. Armchair Detective Ripp, did you see this revelation coming?
Okay, let me start by saying, initially when I was watching, despite how obvious it is that they would do the same thing again,
yeah,
it did not occur to me that it would be Zook. Do you know why?
No.
Because I totally called it being the roommate. Put the tally on the board. Detective Ripp's got his
you
first one.
You called it being the roommate, yeah, after seeing the movie before.
No. On first watch, I was like, I can't believe it's Zook, because like I totally thought it was the roommate. Ripp was right, baby.
That's fair.
Give me that tally.
Alrighty. Jenko and Schmidt crash the meeting that Mercedes is having with all the dealers. Meanwhile, Captain Dixon and crew are sort of surrounding the place. This leads to an all-out gunfight and a chase throughout the Mexican beach resort during spring break. I think this is a good place to start. Let's cover some of the funny that may have happened already leading up to this part, and then we'll just jump in and go scene by scene. Let's talk, because there's so much happening here.
Okay. First, hang on, because we don't get this often. Before we dive in, I want to talk location change with you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
We don't often get a completely different location to end things off in a comedy. Like, I'm sure there's a dozen, but like, off the top of my head, it's funny. I can only really think of Bad Boys 2, which isn't really even a comedy, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
where they go to Cuba, right?
I mean, that scene is funny.
But it's wild, right? Because the whole movie's like in Miami, and then there's a whole like hour left that is the ending in that movie where they just go to Cuba and destroy Cuba.
Yeah.
Anyway, totally off topic. How did you feel about this location change? Like, did it enhance the movie in your opinion? Like, could we have done without it?
I think it works for the movie because a big part of college is always spring break.
Yeah.
So you kind of knew something with spring break was coming, or you would hope it's coming. This is a college movie, college-based movie. Obviously, the only place to have your big finish is in Mexico during spring break.
Especially if you're dealing drugs.
100%.
Yeah. So it does work, right?
It's also like I'll give them daps for like how smart the plan is by the dealers. Like, yeah, go to spring break, get more people to deal on campus and
we
build
actually
your
have
network.
Pretty smart villains here,
smart
right?
villains. They're easily smarter than Jenko and Schmidt. 100%.
Does that make you mad?
Not really. I don't know.
The villains are outsmarted by these two dumbasses. You almost kind of feel bad.
They get lucky in a way.
They get lucky,
right? Let's start at the beginning, like I said. Up until this point where we're crashing that meeting and the gunfight and Chase is taking off.
Yeah.
Is there anything up until this point that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, let's talk about the Yangs again. Rock, paper, scissors, and what they blatantly say, I think.
We're not going to figure this out.
We're not going to figure this out. Yeah.
Later, they also have that seemed like such a real argument. It's like acting.
Yeah. I like it too because it's what I think the twins, you say it's such a natural argument, right? Because at first they're like, exactly. Oh man, like it must suck to like be brothers and have nothing in common. So good bookend.
Great bookend.
There you go.
I also love Ghost is like, why don't you sell classic drugs like cocaine and heroin?
And heroin.
I think there was a really funny bit too, right? When they're getting geared up and they walk through the door together and they get stuck.
Yeah, that's good.
Jonah says something like just one of those like under his breath kind of line. He's like, I was going first. Something like just what I can't remember what it is exactly, but it's great.
Like I'm gonna choose to ignore the fact that backup is like the worst backup possible.
Yeah, it's
like,
the nerds.
The three nerds with like guns that they've definitely never fired before.
Do you think they've even had basic training on them? Like
no,
just throwing them in last second,
right? And then you get what Ice Cube, which is cool, but also that's one guy.
But he also has a great line. What doesn't he say? Spring break yourself.
I don't know, man.
It's so good. There's a lot happening here. So
it's just wild to me that like they do this in all movies, right? Where it's like, okay, let's get everybody back together now. Yeah. But it's like, this is not a better team. If we're drafting, I'm not drafting any of those guys. I'm taking all the scary looking guys with like assault rifles.
For sure. Mercedes eventually takes the captain hostage. This is where Jenko thinks he's finally going to get to drive his Lambo. Turns out Schmidt needs it because Jenko's faster on foot. Do you have anything in these sequences here?
I mean, his logic is inherently wrong. Like, okay, Jenko's faster on foot, but like you would be faster on foot than you would be in a Lambo you can't drive.
You got to let her drive you, bro.
Yeah. He didn't know that at first.
But it turns out he wasn't half bad. I also love the captain in Mercedes' car. He's like, we've got the best guy in the department. Oh, damn it. When he realizes it's Schmidt.
Like, can you drive stick?
I cannot drive stick.
But would you pass up the opportunity to drive a Lambo, though?
No. I'm probably going to have to pay for it afterwards. That transmission's going to be all shot after I don't know how to use a clutch.
You, transmission, clutch? Did you watch Fast and the Furious last night?
Maybe. There's one thing I've been meaning to talk about this the whole pod. The way Channing Tatum swears might be one of my favorite. Like, just the way he's like, oh, fuck you, doves. Like, he's got a really funny way he swears. It just always makes me laugh. Schmidt is able to keep up with Mercedes in the Lambo, stops at the hotel with a sick drift, and he yells, Tokyo Drift. It's so great as he's sliding in. We get the fight between Schmidt and Mercedes, just throwing like haymaker slaps at each other for about 5 minutes.
This is a good bit too.
What did you like here?
I mean, Jillian Bell, like she's so good in this scene. Like, why are you trying to kiss me?
Yeah, I'm not. You're totally trying to Mr. and Mrs. Smith me.
That's a good.
Are we gonna have sex right now?
It's a good line. Are you
trying
to Mr. and Mrs. Smith me?
Jonah Hill's like, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Then we're going back to fighting because I feel so awkward.
Do you want to talk about Channing Tatum's dance fight?
Yeah, I was just getting there. Meanwhile, Jenko tracks Ghost through a party, fights twins while dancing.
It's so good. Like, he gets the girl on his shoulders, the way he swings her foot into Buddy's face,
Yeah.
makes out with her, gets thrown up on, and then tops it all off with a headbutt. Like, this is A+ choreography.
I was like, why did that guy just puke on him? It was so gross.
Buddy, read the room.
All of this leads to a helicopter showdown on the roof. We get the side-by-side of them running up the stairs, too. I just love the parallels between the two of them. Janko and Schmidt eventually end up together on the roof, and Schmidt's catching him up. He's like, yeah, I caught Mercedes. He's like, oh, all by yourself? Like, yeah, all by myself. Well, mainly by myself. We got Schmidt missing the bullet dive.
Yeah, that's...
How great is that callback?
It's the thought that counts. No, it's not.
Nope.
It's taking the bullet.
Oh, my God, so good. Janko jumps onto the chopper. He's hanging there, dangling. And the guy's like, you only have one arm. He's like, I only need one arm to punch you in the dick.
That's so good. I have to ask you here. Who do you think has a better chance of making this leap onto the helicopter? You or Jonah Hill? Go.
I think I do.
You think you do?
Well, just look at the way he's running. Like, he's not even sprinting. He's flat-footed the whole time.
He's a trained professional, you know?
Yeah.
If you're jumping, that's a fatality.
There were a lot of fatalities.
That's a fatality. You got to sell it.
You're an Oscar-nominated actor.
Yeah, he's an Oscar-nominated actor. You're
true.
You're a fucking podcaster.
I do love that he lands this jump, though. Like, it's a very nice, like, Schmidt finally gets his moment kind of thing.
It's a nice
whether or not
moment.
it's like completely unbelievable, because that gap is huge.
It's massive.
Like,
yeah.
I don't even think like anyone can make that jump.
Like, Channing Tatum's not making it,
No.
especially with one arm.
It's crazy. I love the shot, though, just like over the beaches, these two just dangling from this chopper. It's so great. We end this off. We get a call back from when they were gearing up. Schmidt really wanted to put a grenade
Yeah.
where his dick is, just because he thought it was cool.
Yeah.
And he goes, there's a grenade in my pants, but you're going to have to go up through my shorts from the bottom.
It's my dick.
That's my dick also. Then we get that last shot. Janko tosses the grenade into the chopper as they fall, saving the day for everyone. And he says something cool.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Something cool.
So, hilarious, but like, this is fully ripped off from Dude, Where's My Car?
100%.
Right? Like,
100%.
what does my tattoo say? Dude. What does mine say? Sweet. This is the same thing. Like,
It's the same
It's
thing.
fine.
It's the same thing done again.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm here for it. It's a great way to end the movie.
I still laughed.
I loved it. We get a couple more little beats to close off the movie. Schmidt has an idea to even the odds between him and Janko, the taking the bullet situation. I love this, that Janko's got him lined up. Right as he fires, Schmidt just dives out of the way. The bullet ricochets and hits him.
Yeah.
Hits Janko again.
I love a good ricochet.
Oh, it's great.
I don't know if that's how bullets work. Again, you would know based on my my little ramble there during Without a Paddle. I don't know if that's how guns work, if that's how range
Yeah, guns
works.
guns can't shoot up.
Guns
we all
can't
we
shoot
all
that
we all
way,
know
so
this.
I don't know. Can bullets do that? I don't know.
Not sure. So that's our movie. Then we get this, in my opinion, amazing end credit sequence where they go full capitalist and just show the potential of Jump Streets and where they could have gone. Are there any standout parts for you in this credit sequence? Maybe you have a favorite.
Before we jump into these, are you a big like post credit scene guy? Like do you stay when you go to the movie theater for post credit scenes?
I used to do it a lot for the Marvel movies.
Okay. Did you stay for Sinners?
I did stay for Sinners because someone told me there was something afterwards to stay for, and I stayed for that.
Okay.
And I enjoyed it. It was cool.
I literally never do. Like
I don't
always
think you're
say
missing much.
I always say like I'm gonna go home and I'll just watch it on YouTube, and then I just never watch it on YouTube.
The great part about this sequence, though, is that there's no gap. It's just it goes from movie into kind of more movie.
Yeah, I love that, and like I did stay for this. It's so funny.
Do you have a favorite?
The Seth Rogen one got me right.
The Seth recast Schmidt as Seth Rogen. No one's gonna fucking notice.
It's, you know what though, at the time in 2014, I bet for more like casual moviegoers, they probably were getting Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill mixed up. Like,
of course.
it's a funny bit.
Yeah, it's great. I love after that one they bring Jonah back. It's like, what contract dispute? I've been here the whole time.
Yeah.
My other favorite bit here is Bill Hader in Culinary School, where he gets the cleaver to the chest and he just goes, "Oh shit!"
That's a pretty good Bill Hader. I did look for one thing though. I couldn't remember all the versions. But I do remember, like, maybe a couple of years back, we had news of a Men in Black,
right,
21
crossover.
Jump Street crossover.
I remember that.
So I was like, oh, I haven't seen this movie in a while. I wonder if they, like, alluded to that at all with, you know, like, them in suits or something,
One
right?
of the posters.
Yeah, they didn't.
Uh-huh.
But that would have been cool.
Yeah, it would have been neat. I absolutely would have watched it. If that was the next 22 Jump Street was a Men in Black crossover, I'm all for it.
I can't believe we didn't get that. You know what happened? Like, Jonah Hill became a Oscar-nominated actor.
It's
and
true. Fatalities.
Fatalities. Men in Black, 21 Jump Street crossover. Fatality.
21 Men in Black.
21 Men in Black. Fatality.
Yeah, amazing. All right, let's talk funniest scenes. What do you have?
We skipped over a couple. One of my favorite throwaway lines is it's when the boys are in the co-ed bathroom.
Right.
And the one girl comes out of the shower and Janko leaves, but Jonah Hill stays behind trying to like play it all cool. And he's just like, I'm just so tired from like inventing Facebook or like whatever else like social media platform we use.
Kids use these days.
Yeah. We kind of touched on it again. All of my funniest scenes are like just these small gags. And I think it's because I've seen the movie so many times.
That's fair.
These are the ones I pick up on. But yeah, like at the frat, Jimmy Tatro and Jonah Hill again, he's like, I've actually met you before. And he's like, oh, that's weird. You must just have a really plain face. And Jonah Hill goes, yeah, that's me, old plain face.
You've been weird.
Yeah.
There's so many great scenes in this movie.
What do you have?
My favorite has to be slam poetry.
Yeah.
Improv. That's the top. After that is Jenko learning Schmidt slept with the captain's daughter.
Yeah.
Is all time.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I mean, not even lastly, because there's so many more. There's like, Captain meeting Doug at Parents' Day is just phenomenal.
The texts are funny.
The meet cute.
And you know what? Like, the more I think about it too, like 11 years later, that whole text exchange, they do this stupid thing, I bet, where it pops up on the screen instead of us seeing it on his phone. And I think it's way funnier on the phone.
I much prefer it on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, because they did this in
Neighbors.
In Neighbors and in Unbearable.
Oh,
when they're tripping, Nick has to text the FBI agent. He's like, sorry, I'm just tripping balls right.
Yeah, right? I think it's funnier on the phone. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Something
great.
about it, like, it's too polished when they show the bubbles on the screen.
It also kind of breaks a bit of the...
I see what you're saying.
What is
like,
it?
just the illusion of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of takes me out of it a little bit whenever I see it. Unless it's like a TV show that I've been watching forever and they've always done sort of stuff like this, like, then it's fine. But yeah, in movies, it always kind of like, there's a vibe change when I see it. I'm like, ugh. All right. NBC. For me, I think I want to give this one away as a tag team belt to Tatum and Hill.
Boo.
You can't. This movie does not work without the both of them.
It's Channing Tatum.
They're
100%.
both firing on all cylinders. I don't know, man. I love them both. I think they both have such great chemistry. And
you can't do that. Boo.
yeah, no, I'm hosting. Don't boo me anymore.
I'm booing. It's Channing Tatum without a doubt.
I don't know. I like the tag team belt.
You know what? I think the first one, I think it's Jonah Hill. And I think the second one, it's Channing Tatum because he gets the role that Jonah Hill got in the first one.
That's fair. That's a good comp. I'm not gonna back down. I'm giving them the tag team belt.
All right. Coward.
You call me yellow. All right. Let's do head to head. Let's start with other comedies out in 2014. Then we'll get to the sequels thing that we've been kicking down the can down the road.
Down the bridge,
wherever. Other comedies from 2014. Let's Be Cops.
Okay. That's a fun movie. I feel like it's a little underrated. It's not better than this.
It's not. Sex Tape.
No. I've commented so many times. Stop bringing up Sex Tape.
It's funny because we've done other movies from 2014, so it's like the only one that gets in here. The Interview. Have we talked about that one yet?
I didn't really care for it.
Neither did I. I mean, it does have one of my favorite, like, repeat the gag bits in it.
Which one's that?
They're in, like, a control room, and I can't remember what the bit is, but I know I like it.
I'll allow it, sure.
Okay, some other sequels that also come out in 2014 are Horrible Bosses 2.
Okay.
Do you think that was better than Horrible Bosses 1?
No.
Not at all.
I don't think they needed a sequel.
That's what I mean. I think there's movies that don't require sequels, and inherently comedies are kind of built that way. They're built as one-offs, right? Another comedy sequel that we got that year was Dumb and Dumber 2.
That I don't know what you're talking about. That movie just doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's not a thing. Okay, let's talk about the whole can that we kicked down the bridge.
Okay.
You started off. You've been wanting to jump into this for a while.
Are you for real right now?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I think I'm going to be delicate here. And this is also a cop-out. I think, as a whole, it's not as strong as the first, but I think this one overall had me laughing more
and
harder.
That's fair.
So I think this one's funnier, but I think the first one altogether is better.
Okay. Do you think that because like the story's a little bit like faster, quicker, or you know what I mean?
I mean, like, I like that they did the whole like revamp, like let's be meta thing. Like, I think that's really funny, but I don't think it's as funny as like the original premise they used for 21
Right.
Jump Street. You know
That's
what I mean?
fair.
Like, I think I don't think you can do a sequel better
Yeah.
than how they did it. Like,
Yep.
to me, this is gold. It's so funny. I think the meta-ness of it works.
Yep.
But I just don't think that you can compare that to like an original. I mean, it's not original because it's based on a TV show, but an original script,
Mm-hmm.
the way they did 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, totally fair. Also, I love that in the first one they get Johnny Depp and the other guy.
Yeah, that's
to
that's
cameo
funny, you
at
know?
the very end. Like it's great. Stuff like that's awesome. Okay.
Are you just not going to tell me which one you think is better or funnier?
No, that's a
Are you
mystery.
for real right now?
Sorry. Well,
Pick up that can.
sorry. All right, I'll pick up the can a bit. I see it's harder for me to say whether this one's better than the first one or not because I really meant to watch the first one as well. I just never got around to it. So like recency bias, I like this one a lot. This movie, we've done a couple of movies that have been more fun to like reminisce about rather than watch. This movie was such a fun watch. I was laughing out loud, just like dying at these bits and gags. So it's hard. I know this is a cop out, but it's hard for me to say at this moment. Like you come into this with having watched both of them very recently.
You mean doing my job?
Doing your job? You're getting paid?
I'm not even hosting this week, and I still did it.
Yeah.
I know what you mean though. Like we initially talked about this being the season finale, and you couldn't wait.
I couldn't wait.
This is mid-season.
Yeah, it's mid-season.
You're like, I don't care. I'm doing it.
You're welcome, fans. All right, that's it. That wraps things up. Next week, we're diving back into the bargain bin with Grandma's Boy. Thanks for listening. You can find us every Wednesday on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Letterboxd. The links are in the show notes.